Right, hey everyone, Qzelxt here, and today I'm here with a video that I did not plan on making, otherwise I would have recorded the draft process of this as well, but now I really wish I did, because this is actually ridiculous. So, as you can tell, I am playing Combo Natura and this is the last day of the Grand Prix. Basically, it means the finals. And you know how addicted I was to Combo Natura and you know how the deck goes. Basically, you draft Ladika and you win the game on turn 6. Unfortunately, I did not get Ladika. It's actually so ridiculous. It's rigged, actually. You know how when I was drafting it, I was going through my drafts, right? Usually I draft really fast and I was just mindlessly clicking left, right, center, depending on how good I think the cards are. And it was only until I reached 28 upon 30 cards when I realized, wait a minute. They didn't offer me Ladika. Hello? Like, side games? I think there's something wrong with your game here because Ladika is missing. Like, why? Why me? You could have just given me Ladika. Everyone could have been happy, but no. You chose not to. But regardless, when you know when side games doesn't give you lemons, make lemonade anyways. That's the philosophy that I like to go with. Just if you want me to lose that badly, guess what? I don't care. I'm gonna try and win regardless. And what you're gonna see is my 5 games for the Grand Prix. You can leave your guesses how many I won, but you know what? Maybe the results isn't as it seems. Anyways, if you're new to the channel, remember to leave a like, leave a subscribe, and without further ado, let's get started. So yes, going right into our first game, we are up against Evolved Blood, which very surprising that people still pick Evolved Blood for the final Grand Prix, knowing how like unimpressive Evolved Blood is compared to some of the other choices you could get like Amulet, Barrel Ride, or even what's the best one? Token. Those are really good choices and you are bound to hit at least one of them. But our good friend here decided to go for Evolve regardless. I don't know if he has a lot of faith in himself, but I clearly don't think that's the right choice. Over here, I played Patrick this early because usually I save him on turn 3 to actually get Ladika, but as you could have probably tell already, I don't have Ladika, so this time I played Patrick to secure another key card from my deck, Ravening Corruption, which could potentially do good work in the future. Maybe? Yeah, hopefully, right. There's Ravening Corruption is really good. I mean, he's really good in a deck where you draw a lot. He basically is just 3 damage every time you draw a card. And that's good enough. And frankly, I don't have a better choice. So, of course, I have to play him since I'm going second, which was very fortunate. I can evolve on turn 4. And I believe I should have played Ticket and returned it to my hand to clear Snow White, but I decided not to do that. You can scream at me if you want to. I'm taking a lot of excess damage, but since it's evolved, I am not that afraid. Somehow, I probably should be. Don't ask why I'm not afraid. I also don't know. I don't know what I'm doing when I'm playing this game. Because I frankly already someone set my game up the moment I didn't get Ladika, so right now I'm just playing cards and seeing what in the world am I going to do. Like, I just need to find a way to win. Right, it shouldn't be that difficult. Here they play their 1-3-3, Fairy, Evolve, and also their heal, which very mediocre, doesn't do much. Honestly, I definitely think they ordered wrong with this Bond of Tranquility here. They definitely could have done it better. But this turn, I decided to go all in. I decided to just like start playing as many cards as I possibly can. Because there's really no reason for me to keep any of this. Like, it's not like I'm gonna have a Ladika to play with, right? Haha. Yeah, very funny me. And I'm actually very surprised by the amount of cards I played this turn, even without Ladika. Like, look at this. I played 7 as of now, and I still have more cards to go. I'm drawing so much cards, and I'm also healing a lot from the Creeping Madness. Also with Ether, Lunatic, I just keep on drawing and it's not stopping. Look at this. This is so many cards. And you could kind of see what I'm planning to do. What my goal is. My goal is actually to throw Riley back into my deck. And then hopefully by some miracle she will actually net me lethal. Here I could have probably drawn one more. I could have done one more thing, but I decided not to, just in case I draw Riley. Yeah, just in case I draw Riley, which honestly is almost every single time. And also, I think that's why I kept the ticket from so long ago, just in case I do have Riley, I can get her back, throw her back into my deck for another round. But here I almost feel lonely beginnings because I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hit one of them, and then I was like, wait, I can't target any of them. So that happened, and with U1 I threw Riley back into my deck, which drew me Riley. Go figure. Then Neteran Grade 3 brings back Autumn. And here I'm trying to ping that one Aurora, which it did happen. And then I send, well, draw first, ask questions later. Which, you know what, actually funnily enough, I'm getting a lot of cards. I'm doing a lot of damage. I toss the U1 back, which does do things. And with the final 2 damage, I realize I just have enough. Very True Sniper does enough damage, and I'm definitely with Resonance 10, and it actually won me the first game. Something is cooking. So with that first game, I was pleasantly surprised that I even won somehow, because usually I play combo Natural with Ladika, and that was the only combo Natural that I know how to play. Ladika on turn 6, play a ton of cards and somehow win the game that way. And now that I don't have Ladika, I was definitely thrown in for a spin because I was really confused. But it was also oddly satisfying winning without Ladika. It's like, I don't know how to tell it to you, but whenever I don't have to have the pressure of counting how many cards I have to play, especially with Ladika, right, having to hit 12 cards every single turn, it feels oddly liberating, if you know what I mean. But then again, we're up against Haven, which, well, they heal, they ward, they do everything that I hate under the sun, they banish. It's Haven, what do you expect? Here, I decided to start playing more Naturals, just draw, get the trees in, play the trees. If I can get to like 7 trees played before turn 6, I can invoke Riley, which I'm really hoping to be my win condition. That's like my best bet, if you want to say. This time I have the 2 brotherly bonds in hand, Brothers United in hand, which actually I'm planning to use it to help me deal with Odile eventually one day. And I drew extra cards here and start pinging them for face. It's not gonna matter anyways because I'm just gonna heal it back later on, because they're Haven. If they don't heal back, are they really Haven? Yeah, that's what I expected. That's about as much as I expected. But here's a good thing though, I do have quite a decent number of burning hand. Agnes is a 4 damage storm. Then I decided to use Lonely Beginnings here and a combination of Brothers United to actually kill Odile. That was probably one of my better plays. And then double Neteran Grade 3 draws me a card. In hindsight, maybe I should have gone for Friendly Embrace instead. I'm not sure why I didn't, but I chose not to go for that. Creeping Madness here might also have given me 1 extra hit point because it restores 2 defense. But maybe it doesn't matter in the long run. Who knows? God knows. And here they played Levin. Is this Levin? Levin for his full body, which is really weird. I didn't expect that. And here, this time I'm just playing cards hopefully to get me as far as possible out. I tossed a non back here, which now that I think of it, I probably shouldn't have done it that way. I would have loved to have like his leader effect active, which would have been really good for me. It would actually have been really good for me. but I chose to throw it back anyways. And U1 evolves. You know, one mistake I made with him is because I thought I was at resonance. I had resonance 10, so this would be good. And guess who showed up? Yeah, Riley, I get it. But don't, it's fine, we still have Warden of Recurrence, we still have another U1, we can throw her back again. It's probably not that bad. Here I got back Non, which I use him to get rid of the 2 cards. And with the U1, which I'm going to use to get rid of Yatalan, I threw my Riley back into my deck. Just to draw myself. Drum rolls please. Not another Riley. Goodness, right? Isn't that great? Haha, I lied. I'm just upset. I'm just really upset. Riley? Really? I mean, to be fair, I don't have a chance of winning anymore after Dark Alice is active, but like... Damn, Riley. Really? So, very obviously, that last game was really disheartening and... pissed me off to no end. I don't know. Look, I mean, drawing that Riley at the very end there didn't matter at all because I was losing. But the fact that I still drew it anyways regardless ticked me. In a way that I didn't realize I could be ticked. I don't know why. That's the problem with invoke cards, right? You want them to stay in your deck, but the moment you start drawing them, you're like, why do you exist? Why did I pick you? It's just like, why are you in my life? But then again, Riley is a really cool card. Unfortunately, kind of horrendous. Though she did kind of win me one game, if you think about it. Anyways, we did open with Patrick here. That means I've guaranteed myself the Ravening Corruption once again. And as you have seen how well it have performed for me in the first game, not as much in the second, but you know that he has potential to win me games. And this time, well, I have more Netherrealm Grade 3, so I have to start playing them. The faster I can reach 7 Netherrealm Grade 3s played, the better it is for me. So Commander from my opponent, that is probably the least worrying card for Burial Rite. In fact, this card probably has anti-synergy, because every time you bury a follower, he summons a skeleton, meaning you literally have less board space that you actually have to work with. But this time, I'm a very kind. I need to play Ravening Corruption after all. I decided to clear the board for him. Aren't I such a nice opponent? Like, I see that you have board problems, I help you clear it, so that you could do something better with your board or whatever. Not that it matters because I'm still trying to win. Here he played Unleash the Nightmare, also a very low tempo play, not sure why he went for that. In my opinion, if I have the choice to pick the Nightmare, I probably won't pick it because there are so many better options out there. But that's what they decided to go with, and I'm not going to question them on their bad life decisions. Because all I need to know is that if I can win, I must win. So, with all the fertile cards, all the Ether stuff, Lunatic, I just spam out literally all my Netherrealm Grade 3s. There's no reason for me to keep any of them. Here I was wondering whether to send more, but I was very afraid of picking up a Riley, which always somehow managed to appear. But fortunately for me this time, Riley didn't come. So, that's very good. And with how many Netherrealm Grade 3s I played? 7. Riley will invoke next turn with 8 attack. They decided to go for Miruel, which will have been my play as well. But unfortunately for them, I have Riley, which is now an 8 damage Storm, and then I can even be turned into a 10-10 Storm. 10-8 Storm because of my Evolve point. That's really good actually. If they don't have a ward, if they have a ward, this might have changed things up a little bit. I will have to use Vengeful Sniper to snipe down the ward, which is usually the Rally card. I forgot who the name is. But with double U1 and Resonance active at 11, I managed to hit lethal. Maybe I am really good at combo natural. So we are now at 2-1 loss, and my 1 loss was to Haven. So obviously, as fate will determine, I queue into Haven. But we basically already know what my opponent is gonna be like. I'll just show you the mulligan, which I do secure Ravening Corruption, which is the only card I kept, and I threw everything away, which is good enough, I guess. So I'll skip around to turn 5 to turn 6 where things actually start to get more interesting. So where are we at? We're at this board state. They have an Impious Bishop that came out for Amulet. They have a Divine Woos over here. And we start with Ravening Corruption. Our God board, my hand is like this, which is pretty good. I have newfound allies with Pings too, and obviously I have to draw a Riley, otherwise it's not a Qzelxt game. There was probably only one time where my Riley I didn't draw Riley, and was the other game where I actually invoked her. And I had to suck the Autumn Blade, which I did play on turn 3 for a couple of value trades to keep myself healthy and to actually control the board so he doesn't just run me over. They do have Malevolent War, and you know what, not that I look back, I think this was one of my powder games where I actually thought about what to do. And with Water of Recurrence, I threw Riley back and I drew another Lonely Beginnings, which is an incredibly good card, especially when your opponent has no cards on their board, so you can't even do anything with it anyways. But if you look at it, my hand is kinda break. I have 5 ways of doing 4 damage, which is actually OTK material. Except I don't have the Netherrealm Great Trees to like get them active. Yeah, Riley. I think I get the idea. So like, can you like spare me the details? Netherrealm Great Tree draws me more cards. Fertile Eater is another Great Tree, which is perfect. I was hoping it goes face here because U1 would just destroy this anyways, but it didn't. And then just to like get more cards active, I paid my last U1 get to 10 resonance. So now I do 8. Pretty good. But they have Skullfane, so they heal 4. They are at 15. They have a war up, which I have to worry about because now I have a way to win, which is with Agnes, which I have to attack. So I'm gonna have to play around everything that the storm this Malevolent War will do. So here I played this Netherrealm Great Tree to activate my actually not activate yet. I need to get this to at least 4 damage, in my opinion. I think that's how much I need to get to win. Creeping Madness, hoping it hits Vengeful Sniper. It didn't, so I had to waste a Lonely Beginnings to get rid of it. And here's the order I went with. Agnes first. It summons a ward, which I destroy using Vengeful Sniper. And then it summons the second Agnes, which I evolve, so it does 6 damage instead. And send it face. And then it got another ward, which is great. They didn't do anything, and finally I end off with a U1, which didn't even matter because I just pinged her face. Wait, there's hope. I'm 3-1. So with 3 games under my belt, I was getting like really excited at this point. I might actually, for the first time, get into the finals of a Grand Prix. Like that's still a new concept to me because most of my experience, I usually only get to like 3 wins or even 3, and then I lose the 4th game. It doesn't usually end well for me. So I was really surprised that I managed to get this far, despite not having a single copy of Ladika. Yes, I'm still pissed about that. Go figure. Here, I played that card, it draws me 2, so I secured Ravening. I got Agnes, which I can start discounting early with Netherrealm Great Tree. Lonely Beginnings is here, being Lonely Beginnings because I actually literally cannot use it for anything. And here I decided to use a Decade to actually I used Nature's Guider, it's a better one. I can draw and then I drew another Lonely Beginnings just because the game lost me. Like literally it just lost me. But I think you get the idea. The first few turns are always the same, so I'll skip to turn 5 once again. Turn 5, this is the board state. I have 4 trees state, and I decided to use Non instead, not evolving him because I don't actually need the draw. I want to Resonance for next turn for Ravening Corruption. They do have Alice though, which is really scary since Alice is basically 5 damage that I cannot stop. Usually more often than not. And they also have Abyssal Colonel, which is also a card I have to watch out for. So this turn, Ravening Corruption first. I played it to get its leader effect, which I'm gonna use quite a lot with Netherrealm's Future. Playing 2 Netherrealm Great Tree basic, and I of course drawing myself a Riley. Hi Riley! Everyone say hi. And another one gets me activates Resonance again. Creeping Magnus brings me up to 19. This one draws me another card, and I'll play the Netarian Grade 3, draws another card. And I decided to just play the Agnes right here just to go face for 4 because there's really no point for keeping her. Now they have Abyssal Colonel on board. It's best if I throw it out right now. And of course, Skullfane. Great. Alright, yeah, you mentioned that he has literally has 3 other Storm followers. Yeah. Huh? Wait a minute. He's VMing me. He think he won. You see the confidence of this guy? He thought I'm playing Ladika. Unfortunately for him, I am not. This is the one time we're going for Ladika. Actually, maybe if I had Ladika, I would have won regardless, but like, he thought I was going for Ladika. Either that or he just wants to give me the win. Either case, I'm fine with it because, like, I'm gonna win. U1 is active and they are basically 1 mana because of non. Triple U1 is 12 damage and this is basically lethal. Basically. But I'm not satisfied just in case he hit this Abyssal Colonel. So I was hoping for a ping on this. And with Vengeful Snipers evolve, I will banish this Abyssal Colonel away. And it would not matter anymore. So what's the moral of the story? Don't BM. Pew, pew. Stop right there. So, I somehow managed to go 4-1 in the final stage of Group A. Well, theoretically you can count it as a 3-2 loss because I definitely should have lost that last game, but you know what? You don't refuse it when someone gives you a win for free, right? So, it definitely went better than I expected. I definitely did not expect to get this far without Ladika. I'm still salty about that, by the way. And also drawing like Riley in like half of those games, which, you know what, she's cool and all, but like, please don't. And let's see what I get. You know what? More funds for the next expansion. 3 packs! Poggers. Anyways, if you watched to the end, thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time.